Right. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, my name is Mohammed. Today I'm excited to kick off a new training series dedicated to the incredible world of Elasticstack. For those of you who don't know me yet, I have been working or using Elasticstack for the past of 6 years, and it's been an amazing journey so far. Over the years, I have had the privilege to dive, or the privilege of diving deep into Elasticstack ecosystem, working on a various projects that span around observability and elastic or security use cases. This hands-on experience has not only honed my skills but also fueled my passion for sharing knowledge with the community. Also, I want to mention that I'm proud to hold all the three Elastic certification, starting from Elastic Certified Engineer. I get a chance to do the exam or to get the certificate in 2019, and after that, I get a chance to do the observability engineer and data analysts. All right. Whether you seasoned Elastic Pro or you just starting your journey, this series will cover a wide range of topic from basic to advanced technique. Also, will help you to learn about and prepare for the data analyst certificate and learn all the techniques and the topics around this exam. Finally, I want this session or this new training series to be an interactive experience. So feel free to drop your question in the comment section, and or I will leave my email and LinkedIn profile. So and also feel free to email me or text me your questions, and I will be happy to share. So. Enough about me. Let's dive into the world of Elasticstack together. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's embark on this journey together, or on this learning journey together. Thanks for joining me, and let's get started. Right. First thing first, let's check what we have in data analyst. So when you go to Elastic Training, you click on the Elastic Certified Analyst. So you will have this page. The first information that the exam cost will be 400, and you can take the exam at home. And for the topics, we have three main topics. So searching the data, visualizing data, and analyzing data. So we will cover in our training all the details here one by one, and we will follow the sequence of the topics here. Another point that I want to mention, that the exam will take or will be 2 hours, and the exam will be scenarios, real scenarios. It will not be like a questions or normal questions. So it will be real scenarios, real use case or real problems, and where you will be able to solve the solution or find the solution to this problem in a real environment. Another point that I want also to mention, that when you come here to the exam, so the exam will be on the version 8.8 currently, or today we are 27th January 2024. The current version it's now it's 8.12, mean it's really new, or they are using a new environment to do the exam. All right, so we will start by the first thing. So during the exam, you will not be able, or you will not be asked to do the deployment and the configuration of Elasticsearch or Kibana. It will be just use cases around these topics, which is the search, the visualization, and the analyzing. So But in our training series, or this training series, we will do local deployment. We will deploy Elasticsearch and Kibana small instances, and we will start right after that. With that being said, let's download now both Elasticsearch and Kibana. So to be able to download it, so you can Google download Kibana or search for download Kibana. Same for Elasticsearch. So you will have this page. I'm using Mac OS, so if you are in Windows or Linux OS, so feel free to change your or choose the right operation system. And as I mentioned previously, the current version is 8.12, so we have to go to 8.8. When you click on the view past versions, you will be able to see all the previous versions. So here we have 8.8, which is the one that we will use for the exam. All right, so 8.8, whatever the version, so you just click on download and choose the right one for your operation system. Download it. Do the same with the Elasticsearch. So go to Elasticsearch, choose the right operation system, and choose the right version, which is 8.8. So you come to 8.8 and you click on download. Here you choose the right operation system. So you have downloaded the right. So we have Kibana, we have Elasticsearch. After the download, you have to unzip the both files, and we will do the next step. All right, after downloading the two packages, Elasticsearch and Kibana, so the first thing we will unzip both of them. So we will have two new folders, Elasticsearch and the Kibana. All right, let's give it a few seconds to unzip. So as you can see now, we have the both. I have already opened VS Code here, so I will be able to use a command line or use the configuration file directly from VS Code. So both are extracted correctly. So we have two new folders. If we come here to Elasticsearch, we will have the configuration files, and same for Kibana. So since we just download the zip file, we don't need to do any extra configuration or installation. So we have just to unzip and start the file. So we'll open a terminal here. I will split the terminal, or okay, so I will start Elasticsearch. So you start it from the binary like this, and we have another one here. So I will go to Kibana. I will give it a few seconds until the Elasticsearch starts, or until Elasticsearch gets started, and I will start right after that Kibana. All right, we'll give it a few seconds. You will see what's happening here. I started from the binary. I didn't start it as a service, and this will be really helpful to see what's happening behind the scene. If you have any error or if you have any warning, you can see them right now here in real time. So meanwhile, I will start Kibana and I will see. Let's start Kibana and give it a few seconds until it gets started. I will close this too. All right, so we have this configurations, or these parameters. We have the username, or we have the user the super user Elastic, and we have the password. We have the fingerprint. This is useful when you need to do any configuration with the beats or with you have to, or you will be, or you need to use the fingerprint of the certificate. And finally, we have this variable, or we have this token that we will use it to configure Kibana. So with that being said, Elasticsearch is starting now correctly, Kibana as well. So when you start it and when it's run, everything correct. So you will have this link. You have to copy paste it, and it will ask you here to enter or to put the token. So you have to come back here and you copy paste it, or you copy it here and paste it there. You click on the configure, and also it's recommended to copy paste. I usually do that, so I prefer to copy it somewhere. So if you can create a file here or something, Elasticsearch text, and you paste it here. So you need it for, or you save it for later. All right, here we go. So we have our Kibana now, it's up and running. The default username is Elastic, and the password is this password. So you have to copy paste it. All right. I will not update. All right. So once everything is correct, once you start Elasticsearch, you start Kibana, everything is correct, you will be able to see this web page. Otherwise, if you have any error, you will be able to see it here and see if there is any issue or any problem in Elasticsearch or in Kibana. So you will be able to see the logs here. If you started as a service and you don't know where to find the logs, you can come here, you open the configuration file of Elastic, and you will be able to find the logs here. The same for Kibana. So you have a file here where it's contain the logs. All right. I will not talk about Elasticsearch and Kibana for now. I will prefer to focus on Elastic or in Kibana features here. I'll close this too. We don't need them for now. I will come back to the topics. All right. So let's discover. Some of you guys did not have a chance to play with the Kibana yet. So if this is your first, or if you are a beginner with Elastic, so Kibana is the user interface of the Elastic Stack. It's a place where you can interact with your logs or with your data, and also it's the place where you can administrate and manage your cluster. So as you can see here, we have 4 applications. They are the same here. We have analytics. Analytics have more options here. Discover is the place where you can see your logs, dashboard, canvas, maps, machine learning, visualize library. So this is the features we will use a lot. Dashboard, the visualization library, as well as machine learning and the maps as well. All right, so for now, if we go to discover, we have nothing. We didn't do any configuration yet, or we did not upload any data to our Elasticsearch. That's why we have nothing here. The same if we go to dashboard, the same to the map, we have nothing. So to start, we have something here we can do, or when we download a Kibana, we have some data sample that we will be able to use, or that we are going to use for our training. So you see here other sample data sets. So we will have 3 data sets that's coming by default or out of the box with the Kibana. So we will add all the 3 at the same time. and we give a few seconds until we upload the logs, and also we upload the visualization and the dashboard. All right, here we go. The data is start coming now. All right, nice. Okay, so now if we go, we can choose to go from here to Discover or any other place, and also if we want to go directly from here from the menu, we have the logs here. So let's take a few seconds to talk, or a few minutes to talk about what we have in this interface, and after that we will jump to another point. So we have the indices or the data view. As we did lastly, we have uploaded or added the three samples. We have the e-commerce, we have the flights, we have the logs. So if you want to see one of them, you have to choose. So if you want to see the logs from that's coming from this index we have, or this data view, we have to change it, and we will be able to see the logs here. If we want to see the dashboard as well, we can come here and we have the three dashboard. So if you click on one of them, you will be able to see the dashboard, as you can see here. All right. Let's go back to Discover. What we have else here. So we have here a search bar, which is a place where we can run our KQL or Kibana Query Language. It's a really basic querying language and easy to learn. We will see the details in the next lessons, but for now, it's like if you want to choose, you have to select the index, or sorry, you have to select the field, and you give the value for your field, and it will apply the filter on your logs. This is the first way to add a filter. There is another way. As you can see here, we have the plus. You can add the filter from this way. So you choose the field, you choose the operation, and you choose the value, right? So, and you choose the value. If you click on add the filter, it will apply automatically your filter on the result, and it will impact the result or filter the result based on the value that you put here. For the filter, you can disable it like this, or you can exclude the result. So here, let's enable it again. So we have only the results, or we have only the logs that have destination Abu Dhabi as a value. If I want to exclude Abu Dhabi International Airport, I can click and you have directly here the exclude. So you will be all you will have all the other destinations except Abu Dhabi International Airport. If you want to edit the filter, if you want to change the operation, if you want to change the value, if you want to change the field, you have or you can use this one. You can add more filters. As you can see here, you have more options to add to your filter. If you want to delete it, you can click and delete, or you just hit the cross from here and you will be able to delete it. We have another thing that we will use a lot, which is the time range. Here, as you can see, we are looking back for the last 7 days, mean the logs that are coming here are from the last 7 days. As you can see here, this is 20th January until 27th. If you want to specify, let's say last 24 hour, you have, or you can quickly select from this icon. You have this option. There is another option as well if you want to specify your time range or look back time. You have also this values to choose. So if you want to choose from the calendar, or if you want to choose the last 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 hours, whatever, from until to what. So you click here. So let's say you have, I don't know, last or from the 1st January to 20th January. So you will be able, or you can instead of going to now, you can choose it from here from the calendar. Another thing that you can do here for the time range, let's say it's 7, so you can choose the range directly here from this visualization, and you will be able to see, or it will update automatically the time range here, and you will be able to see the result. Now you want to see, as you can see here, we have the fields. So this is the fields that come from this data view, or this index. If you want, I want also to mention that if you can see this small icons in the next to the fields, so in the left, as you can see, this is hash, this is circle, this is key, this is hash, so this is let's say like a globe. So what's this mean? This is a type of the fields, right? This is a number, this is a boolean, this is a keyword, this is number, this is the IP address or geopoint, and so on and so forth. So if we open like this a file, as I said, like hash, it's a number, this circle, it's a boolean, this key, it's a keyword or text, this is geopoint, as I said before. So let's say now you want to see here not all the fields, you want to see only the fields that are, or they have the type number. So you click here and you will see the type of each field you have in your index or in your data view here, and the number as well. So if we, let's say, want to see number, you click on the number and it show you only the fields that they have number as a type, right? You want a geopoint, you can select one or multiple. So as you can see here, if you want to see all of them, you just click and you will be able to see all of the fields, right? So now something else, let's say you want to do a quick comparison here in the view of your discover here. So instead of seeing a document, you want to see, let's say, a day of week, you can click here on a plus and it will show you the value here. Let's say average ticket price, so you have the average. So this will help you to do a quick comparison. You can do it from here, or you can open a document and you come here and you see this plus or this icon, you click and close this document and it will show you automatically. Also, this is the two ways if you want to do a quick comparison. Let's say now if you want to do also a quick filter on the result here, so when you move your mouse here, you will see plus and minus on all the values, as you can see here. So this means that you can create a filter by filtering in or filtering out the result. So if you click on plus, it will get back only result that have this value for this field. So career will be jet beats. So only the document that have this value will show up here. Let's close it now and let's do the reverse. So I want to see the reverse. So you have the minus, it will filter out or create automatically. It will create automatically a filter and filter out the value of this field. Right now, let's say we want to see some statistics. So when you click here on the field, it will show you some statistics about the field that you select here. Let's see here. So you see you have some statistics. If you want to create a visualization quickly about this field or other field, let's close this and click. So we have here 4 values. So if I want to create a visualization, I have this button where it will redirect me directly to Lens, which is Lens. It's we will see it in the next slides or the next lessons, but it's an easy way to create your visualization, and for sure it will be in our we will cover it here in the next lessons. So you will create, or you will be able to create quickly a visualization for whatever you want here from Discover or anything else. So let's create some filters here. Let's say this, boom, and this. I want just the result that's coming from this career. So let's say now you want also to save this filter, to use it in the visualization or in the dashboard later. So what you can do here, you have save. So you give it a title, you give it a name, training, I don't know, demo something. You can give it a tag. If you don't have tag, you can create a tag here. A tag will help you later to filter your visualizations or dashboard when you create your dashboard. So so you create your tag and you create your or you save your search, right? If you want to create alerts, also there is an easy way to do it from here, or you can go to observability and do it, or here from management and go to watcher. You can do that, or you can do the same. We have something else which is inspect. If you want to see the query that's sent to Elasticsearch from Kibana, so here we just use the filter, but we know behind the scene there is a DSL query or Elasticsearch query that's sent by Elastic or sent by Kibana to Elasticsearch to do the search or to do the filter and return back the result. So you will be able, or you can see the request here if you scroll down here. So we have time range. This is the first one, which is this one. So this is this time range, and also it is the we have another filter which is this value or this field with this value. If you want to copy paste in the DevTools to try this query to use it later for your alert or for your detection, we have something here, or you can just click on the console and it will redirect you here where you can run your query directly and you will get the result, and you will be able also to modify directly here, modify the value, or you modify the logic of your query as well. All right. What else? If you want, so I'm clicking on share, but it's not responding. Yeah. All right. Open. So this open will open the saved search that you have. So if you click, it will redirect you to the other saved search that we have. This is our saved search that we had previously, and for sure you will be able to see all the saved search. You have tags, so I have mentioned previously that tags will be able, or we will use it. So if you click, it will return, or it will help you for the quick search for your saved search, visualization, dashboard, so on and so forth. If you click on a new, it will redirect you to a new discover, and we'll close the one that we was using. What else that I want to mention? This is one way how to show your documents here. There is an old way to do it, so I prefer to do it. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, yeah, this one, classic view. So this is, we show you the document in an old manner, and I see it's for me, like, I like it. So this is how you can see. You have in a row here, and you click, you will show it here directly instead of open it as a separate file here. You will be able to see it directly here. All right. With that being said, let's jump to our topics here. All right, starting with our topics for searching data. All right, so we will start with the first one, which is defining a data view with or without a time filter field. Right, so we go here. So in Discover, I have mentioned previously that um, this is the data view, right? So they are asking us to create a data view with or without time field. So a time filter field is a timestamp here. In our case, this is, as you can see, the first field is the timestamp, or this is the time field. So how we do create a data view? So you click here on the menu, you go to management, and if you scroll down, you have Kibana, and right under Kibana, you have data view. You click on data view, we already have 3. So now, if we want to create one, we have to create or click on create data view. So if you ship in your logs by using Logstash, one of the beats, let's say winlog beat or file beat or audit beat, metric beat, whatever, or if you are using Elastic Agent, you have to create a data view to be able to see that in Discover. Well, now I will use the same sample data that we have. So you give it a name to your index. 1 second, is Kibana, right? So if you write or if you choose something that is not existing here, let's say file bit, for example. All right, it's wrong. Why? Because we don't have any match here. So it should match the index. So Kibana, let's say Kibana simple, just like this, right? And if we want to do it with a time field here, with a time filter field, we have to choose the timestamp, or if we have any other timestamp, or if we have any other time field that we can choose. So if we choose to do it with a time field, we select it. As I said, you can type it from here, or you can search for it, right? Oh, this is our time field. You click, and you will. And when you save your data view, all right, if we click again on the data view, or we are in our new data view or new index, as you can see, this is the indices that we have. This is the name of the field, sorry, not indices, fields. This is the name of the fields. This is the type of the fields, right? And the format, if it is searchable or no, if we can create a aggregation on the top or using this field or no. So if we want to modify or if we want to change, we will see some advanced modification or parameters in the next lessons. So now if we want to see this new index or this new data view, we go back to Discover. So previously we have only 4. Now we have 3. Oh, sorry, previously we have only 3. We have e-commerce, we have flight, we have logs. Now we have a new data view, or we have a new index, and you can click on it and you will be able to see the logs that are coming here. So this is the first task. All right, so set the time filter to specify the date or a time range, right? So we have our index. Let's say give me the results that are between 1st January and 10th January. So we can come here, or we can come here. So I will come here to the this is the easiest way. So the 1st January, let's say at midnight. If I refresh, it will bring, or it will get the logs that start from the 1st until now. But for me, I don't want the logs that coming until now. I have a specific range. I want from let's say from the 14, because if we choose from the 1st to the 5 or to the 10th, it's empty. We have nothing here. All right. So the time range, let's pick from the 15th to 20, right? So how we do that? So we come here to the calendar. Even we do it here, drag and drop, or we select like this. Let's do it like this. This is the easiest one and really quick. So you have from 14 to 20, for example. But let's say I want the exact from the first, or sorry, from the 15 to 20. So you click, you go to the calendar from the 15 midnight, not until now. Here also I will change it to the 15, say midnight as well. There we go. So this is how we do it. There is also other easy ways to do it, like let's say this week, this month, today. So it starts from the midnight until midnight. So it's like this. So this is the way how you choose your filter. All right. Again, two ways, from here or from here, and they are the same if we want to do it in our dashboard or in our visualization or in map. It's the same thing. So we do it from here or from here, both are the same. All right. Okay, so now let's dive in the KQL, right? Let's go Kibana Query Language, right? All right, so let's read what we have in the documentation first, and after that we will go back and apply what we have here in the document. So in the topic saying use Kibana Query Language to display only documents that match a specified criteria. Also, I want to mention that during the exam, you will be able to access to the documentation. Mean if you forget something or if you don't remember how exactly like to use the syntax or how to use, you will be able to access from the exam environment to the documentation, and you will be able to see or to remember something that you forget, for example. The first thing, again with the KQL, it's really basic or really easy language or querying language. It's not hard like to learn. So the first we have, it's your field. So you come here, you have to write or to choose your field, and you type it here, and after that you have to put the value here. So the first thing is exists. This is a wildcard. This means give me all the documents that have something in the value. It doesn't matter what we have here. 1 second, let's go to data logs. I'm not sure. No, we don't have it here. We don't have the same field. Anyways, so let's take an example. Any example here? All right, this one. So this one, you see, sometimes it's GZ, sometimes it's CSS, sometimes it's zip, but sometimes it's empty, right? For us, we want to get back the result that have value. We want to eliminate the values, or we want to eliminate the document that they don't have a value here. How we can do that? We can use the wildcard. The wildcard will eliminate the empty and return only the document that they exist, or they do have a value here in this field. Now, if we want to give a specific value, right? Now, I don't want to get all the values. In our example here, I want to get back only the values that equal to zip. I don't want all the values. I want only the values that equal to zip. What we can do here is we copy our field here, right? And we type and we give the value, and you have to refresh every time you write your query to execute it. You have to refresh. So I refreshed here. So we have two things. So the first is getting back the exact match of the result that we are looking for, and it's highlighting the results. All right. So now there is another way to do the search, right? So I want, for example, here I want to search for a zip, but I don't know which field that I want to search on, or I don't know. There is, let's say, there is one or two or three fields that having this value, and I want whatever the field here. I don't mind like what's the field here. I want just to look for zip, whatever the field here. Because behind the scene, what Elasticsearch will do, or the query, if we inspect and see the query, Elasticsearch will take this field, right, which is extension, and look for zip. We have other fields, right? We have other fields here. We have a lot of fields, but we don't do the search on. Why? Because we specify it in the query bar here, or in the search bar here, in our query here. We say, look, go to this field, go to this data view, or go to this index, and go to this field and search for this value, this exact value. So now I would say, no, I want to search just for this value. It doesn't matter the field. What we can do, we can remove the field from here, and we can run the query like this. Again, every time you type or you write a new search or new query, you have to update your to run, or you have to click on update to run your query. All right. So here here it's something when it's text, or when it is a keyword. So, and here for example is something where we have a slash and backslash. So if we want to look, let's say, for HTTPS example and com, like to not look at this two dots as a specific character, mean when we do a backslash like this one, mean jump on this one. Like this is not, let's say, because if we do it in this, if we do it like this without the backslash, it will, let's say, generate a warning or impact the result. But when we add a backslash, mean we will accept this specific character. All right. There is another way to do your search, which is here the range. So the range is also a good way to do your search, but it's not applied on all the type of the fields. Again, let me go back here. So we said we have a date, we have a geopoint, we have IP, we have a keyword, we have text, we have number, and so on. So the range, we cannot apply it, for example, on the keyword or on the text. But if we have, for example, number, or if we have date, or if we have IP range, we can do that. And this is a few examples of the range. So here, for example, they are looking for HTTP response that are more than 10,000 bytes. So we can go here, for example, and come to the date or the data flight, and we go to the average price, for example. Let's go to the last. Sorry, we have to remove the filter and update it. All right, so we have the average. So we want to look for the average price that are more than 1,000. So what we can do, we type the index, we type the field, and here Kibana automatically know that this is a number, and we can apply range. We can apply range on this field. So we have less than or equal, we have greater than or greater than or equal, we have less than and greater than. So this is the range. So we want to do greater than 1,000, for example, like this. Again, we have to update, and here we go. We have only the document that contain in this field, which is average ticket price, are more than 1,000, right? So this is more than 1,000. Now, if I want to say it's more than 1,000 and less than 1,100, let's say. So how we can do it? So we can add an and here. So logically we have and or. So we have to add and. We specify the same field, which is average ticket price, and now it's less than, let's say, like this, and we apply our filter. Now give it a few seconds. All right, so here we have the results that only in this range, which is 1,000 1,100, right? So this is range. It's the same thing. We can, so this is one value. So here, if we want something like between this and this value, the same we can do for the time or for the IP addresses. So we can also use, let's remove the filter and refresh. So if we have an IP address, so let's see what we have. For example, here we have IP address. All right, so let's filter out and see. Okay, we don't have any value here. Let's do, so this is IP range, sorry. Let's do the IP as this one. Let's remove this one from here. All right, so if we want to filter also, like let's say you have range of IPs, let's say 10.0.0.0 to 10.0.0.10, for example, let's say 10 IPs, you can write with the same logic here and you run. But again, make sure that the type are correct. You cannot do the range on the string or on the keyword. So it should be a number, it should be a time, it should be an IP, and so on and so forth. Now, we saw previously the wildcard, right? We saw previously here the wildcard. That's something in this field, whatever the value. Now, no, I want to use the wildcard, but not for everything. So here, for example, they given an example of HTTP response. So we have for the 400 range, we have too many values. Let's say 400, 401, 402, 404, and so on and so forth. So we want to see all the results that contain or starts with a 4, which mean 400 something, right? So let's pick an example here in our use case or in our data here, and let's see what we can do, right? So let's pick this one. All right, we have a response here. Let's go. So let's remove this. Let me check what we have in the response. 1 second. All right, that makes sense. We have we have something like 400, we have 500, we have 200. So I want to see all the results or all the values that are for the, I increase the range, right? So I will do response equal 4 and star. All right, so here we have all the results or all the response code that starts with a 4. It doesn't matter the rest, if it is 04, 05, 00, whatever the other results, it doesn't matter for me. But I want to start with a 4. So if it is for 5, I click with the same logic, and we have all the response that starts with a 5. The same with 2, for example. So if I click on the 2, mean all the 200s that will show from here, right? Okay, so now I want to exclude the value from here, right? I want to exclude it. what we have. So here, for example, I will keep the same, I will keep the same, I will keep the same request or the same filter, but I want to exclude it. I want all the other results except the ones that start with a 2. What I can do, I can come here and type no, not, and a few seconds it will refresh. Now we get back all the results, all, all the other values of response except the one that starts with a 2. This is this is how we can exclude the result or exclude this value from the results. Now I have used and or, so both of them are logic. So as you already know the difference. So if we said or, mean this value or this value, and if we use and, this mean are both. They should be the both at the same time. So I will remove the not from here. I will replace response. I say like this. I click enter. So you have the response 200, and let's pick another field, right? So let's say, and this field equal US, for example. So you click update. So here we have two conditions at the same time. Let me add here new source. All right, and also it will be highlighted. So if I want to include one and exclude this one, so what I do, I add note here and refresh. So it didn't get back any result, mean all the successful response are coming from US, right? All right, so let's refresh. I want now let's inverse the logic, or let's say I want all the geo source US, but the response will be another value, not 200. So I will do this, not. Here we go. So here we will have other values, and here we will have only US, because we have mentioned that give me the result that are coming from here, or this having this value in this field, and not this value in this field, or mean not response equal 200. Now if I use or here, mean the first condition or the second condition is correct. So you refresh and you have since we are using or, mean this is this value and this value, and you have more documents. All right, so now let's say you have a complex a query. So you have this and this, or this and this. So what we can do is, as you can see here, we are using now brackets, mean this is the first condition or the second condition. It doesn't matter what we have inside, since we specify between brackets, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. So even this is true, or this is true. So in the first one, we have this and this one. And in the second condition is the same principle, even the first one or the second one. So again, you can imagine a different. You have the logs here. You can use your imagination to specify any scenario. So it will be something like this and like this. So as you can see, they are typing it, or in documentation is in the capital letter, and it's the same. So as you can see, it didn't say, or it didn't generate any error. So it works. So let's say response, let's say equal let's say 500, or I don't know, let's pick another field, right? We said, okay, let's do geo SV, for example. All right, so this is one. Here we go. So even the first one is correct, or the second one is correct, and this here, it should be here. And this is just an example, right? So you have, or you can choose whatever you want, and you refresh, and it will give you back the result. So all right, here we go. So now let's say, for example, here, let's remove this one. So for example, for the response, I know we have 200, we have 404, and we have 500. This is the three values that we have, right? So let's say now I want to check this one and this one or this one. So instead of typing the query like this, response equal, I don't know, what do you say, 44, or response equal 5. So this one is works, right? This one, it will be work like it's correct, but there is another way to write it. So instead of typing in the field twice, you can remove this one, keep the two values that you want to look for, and you type this between two brackets, and you refresh, and it will get back the result. So this is the same. So if you have other value, you can say, for example, like this. So this is another way to specify the values, like here, or like instead of typing the same field many times, you can type it once, and you put the values that you are looking for here inside between two brackets. All right. Now let's jump to another one. We have discussed the wildcard, right? So we have discussed the wildcard, and we said that the wildcard, we can use it here or as part of the value, but we didn't talk about the field. So now this is another suggestion. Let's say we have all right, so let's we was talking about the using the wildcard in the field itself. So let's say we have these two fields. Let's say, imagine we have multiple ones, but in our use case, or in this example, we will use two fields. So instead of putting this and give it a value, and put this and give it a value, so here it doesn't matter if it is, let's say in this example, I will check if it is in source or source destination, even in this field, or this field contain US, for example. So how we can do this using a wildcard? So it can be geo.s and use the star, right? And here we give US as a value. So again, you have to type and wait. So here we have the value, or we have the result. So both of them in the geosource or the geosource destination here, both of them having US. So if you check all the values here, or all the results, you will be able to find, or you will find the US. All right. So a nested field in a JSON, a nested field means this dot this, right? This is the father, this is the child, this is the father, this is the child, and so on and so forth. So using the nested file in the Elasticsearch or in Kibana is also doable, and we can specify it in this way. We can use this syntax to specify let's say username. So this is the father, this is the father, this is the or this is first father, this is the second father, this is the child, and this is the child. So in this query, we're saying go to user dot names dot first, this one, and dot last, this one, right? So in the result it will pick up this value and get it back. All right. All right, so maybe something else that I want to mention here, that the search in Kibana are built on the top, or the search in Elasticsearch, it's built on the top of Lucene. So if you see the documentation here, it supports also Lucene syntax, but since they didn't mention it here, let's search. Yeah, they don't specify it here in the topics, mean we will not talk about it. Again, what we have else next, create and pin a filter based on the search criteria. So now let's say you create your filter, right? So you create, let's say you use the KQL, you use the normal filter, and so on and so forth. So let's create one or two. Let's say geosource is like this, equal USA, fresh. Let's say what we have else. Let's say response equal this value, and the response equal 200, for example. And let's say, let's create another filter from here. URL is, I don't know, we choose, or we do exist, like this, right? Let's show, this is the source, let's show also the response, like this. All right, so let's say this is your this is your or you using this search to analyze quickly your logs that are having this values of the filter, right? So now imagine you want, every time you want to see this this filter or this output, and you want to use it in the dashboard, or you want to share it with other colleague. So there is a good feature here in Elastic or in Kibana. You can save your search. So you say, I don't know, this is for me, training geo US, for example, and you give it a tag, for example, and you give a description here. This is save it search for US and response 200, for example. It's just an example, or just a small description to describe this save it search, and you save your search. Now let's say you do something else, you go somewhere, you do other search, but you all the time you want to go back to the to your search. So you click here on open, you come to a training, for example this one, and you click, and it will apply your filter here and there, and also it will also show the same output that you used, right? All right, so this is one thing. Okay, apply that on. All right, so here we want to, the other point is create. So we have created, and we save it. Now we want to pin this search. We can also, we find it here, we can pin all the search here, right? So if you want to clear, or if you want to clear the filters as well, you can clear it like this, right? Okay, so all right, so now they are saying let's apply a filter on the visualization and the dashboard. This is our next step, is applying a filter or applying a search, which is a KQL or filter, both on the visualization or dashboard. So we come here, we go to visualization library here, or we go to the dashboard. In the dashboard, let's go to the main one. So we have three dashboards. We have the web traffic, we have a global flight dashboard, and we have a revenue dashboard. Let's choose anyone. So this one is the same logic, right? So it's the same logic that we did in Discover. Is the same logic here. So let's pick any field and see what we can do. So here, let's duplicate this one, or not duplicate it. Anyways, let's go to Discover and see what we have in the fields first. Let's go to Discover and let's go to e-commerce, for example. All right, like this. I just want to see what we have in the field and the values here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so we have currency. First, if we want to see all the values of the currency that we have, all right, so we have only euro. Let's increase the range and see if we have other currencies, or we have only euro. Yes, we have only euro. I mean, if we filter out this value, it should not return anything, which is true, because we have only euro as currency. Let's pick another field that have multiple. Okay, all right, so let's say a customer gender, right? So this is a good value that we can use. Here we come here, for example, I have a dashboard for all the data that we have, and everyone or every dashboard is saying something about the product that we are selling, the price, how many requests we get, and so on and so forth. But I want to filter here on the gender, like customer gender. So we have two values. We have male and female. I want to see, or I want to apply this filter only on the male, like let's say what we have here. So I will put a male here and refresh. So this filter will automatically apply on all the visualizations that we have. As you can see here, everything get changed and applied on the visualizations that we have here, and the dashboard here, right? Let's pick another one. Okay, let's take day of week, right? So I want to see what happened in a weekend or whatever. Let's say pick anyone in let's say Sunday, for example. We can see what happened here. So here it will apply only on Sunday, or this filter will be applied on all the visualizations that we have, and it will show only what happened in Friday, what we have as transactions, what we sell, what happened in Friday. So this is on the dashboard. So it's the same. If you want to save it as it is, so this is the built-in. It's coming. So we have to edit it, for example, here. And if we want to save the filter like this, we just save it. And now if we open it again, this filter will be applied on the dashboard automatically, right? And not this one. Exactly. So I open, I close, and I open. So I see the filter applied. So it's the same, even adding a KQL or adding the filter itself. Let's say customer gender is male, and apply and save the change let's go back, or let's go close it and open it again. So we have the two are applied at the same time. So you can remove them and save the change. You can do whatever you want. So I will remove the both filters and save again. If I close and open, all right, it's applied for some reason here. All right, now. Alright, so we don't have the query here and we don't have the filter. I mean, everything is okay, everything is good. Now, if we want to do, or if we want to apply it on the visualizations, so we have our visualizations here. Let's take any one here. Alright, per day, for example. So here, day of week, and give it a value Friday, for example, and apply. Let's drop, so you see the value here. If you want to save this filter, you can click to refresh and save the filter. If you want to add a filter from here, you can also add one or multiple filters. It's not, I'm just giving an example of one field, but you have to choose, or you can choose one or multiple fields. So here you give your value, you refresh, boom, and you have your filter gets applied on the result of the dashboard, right? So check, yeah. So I believe we get to the end of the first session. I hope you learn something. If I miss something, or if something didn't work for your side, just do let me know. Feel free to leave a comment, or you have my email, you have my LinkedIn profile. Feel free to reach out. With that being said, have a good one. Cheers.